ES Audio.
What's up, people? I'm John Weeks, and this is the Evening Standard's Tech and Science Daily. Coming up, the super fast meteor that could hold secrets of the universe. But first, Joe Biden has just signed into US law an act that is designed to boost the production of semiconductors for computer chips in the country.
If it works, it will mean the US can start to see a significant market share in the semiconductor industry, which is something that's been lagging behind in recent years.
Our tech reporter Simon Hunt has been looking into the act. It's worth $280 billion, including $52 billion being ploughed into semiconductor manufacturing, and it's designed to make the US more competitive with China's tech and science industry. Under the Act, companies who do get funding won't be allowed certain facilities in China or other countries of concern. Simon told us it will have an impact on China.
It does matter to China because of their interest in Taiwan. So if the US can ramp up their chip production and secure a decent market share, that could mean semiconductor companies in Taiwan lose their grip on the market and then become less valuable. So it will certainly be something that they will watch very keenly over the next few years.
And Simon said eventually the Act could actually benefit consumers here in the UK.
It might be good news for consumers. The greater supply of chips will mean lower prices of things like laptops and tablets, but I think it'll be a while yet before those effects start to filter through to the UK market.
A major expedition is being set up to find a super fast meteor that crashed into the Pacific Ocean back in 2014 and is unlike any other to land on Earth.
What was special about this particular meteor was a very high speed and unusual direction at which it encountered our planet, and that's what I found in 2019 suggested that this was the first fireball that we had ever seen that came from outside of the solar system.
Amir Siraj is an astrophysicist who's been studying the meteor, which landed off the coast of Papua New Guinea and is about the size of a microwave. He told us the expedition crews will use a ship with a magnet that will sweep the ocean floor to hopefully collect the meteor, and explains why this one is so significant.
Out of the 273 objects with altitude and velocity data, this one is the toughest in terms of its material strength, and it's tougher by more than a factor of 2 relative to the second placed fireball.
Amir told us this one likely came from the centre of another solar system very close to the star and could hold some important secrets about extraterrestrial life.
Hopefully we can get a window into how the inner regions or inhabitable regions of other planetary systems are composed and how that composition differs from our own, and maybe even say how that affects our idea of the chance of life elsewhere.
Elon Musk has sold $6.9 billion of Tesla shares as the saga over his Twitter takeover continues. Back in April, he sold $8.5 billion of shares, saying afterwards that he wasn't planning any further sales. But legal experts reckon that if he loses his fight against Twitter, he may have to sell even more of his Tesla shares. Musk and Twitter are due to go to trial in October. It's Samsung Unpacked later, and we're expecting to see new versions of its flip and fold smartphones. Both are rumoured to have better cameras and bigger batteries. It's thought the Galaxy Fold 4 will get a camera spec bump, putting it on a par with the Galaxy S22 and S22 Plus, and there seems to be a big focus on multitasking, as teaser ads from Samsung so far focused on the fuss of moving between apps. Now, the beauty of holidaying abroad in a heat wave is the benefit of air conditioning being everywhere you go. But from today, Spain is bringing in limits on aircon. No one in the country is allowed to set their AC to cooler than 27 degrees. It means a tough summer for residents and people on holiday there, as temperatures in the country hit the high 30s this week. The new rule applies for people's homes as well as public buildings like shopping centres, cinemas and airports. It's as Spain tries to be less dependent on power from other countries. Let's head to the ads now. Stay there though. In part 2, how to change your phone as often as you like. And is paying with your palm the future of buying things? Why not hit follow and give us a rating in the meantime? Welcome back. O2 is introducing a game-changing contract, which means you can switch your phone at any point at no extra cost. The mobile operator said customers will be able to change their phone within their contract as many times as they like, with no limits on how long customers need to have had their current handset or how long is left on their existing contract. This week, the O2 switch-up option will be automatically included with all of the firm's Plus plans, or can be added to other custom plans as a bolt-on for just under £4 a month. O2 said traded-in handsets will be refurbished and resold as like-new devices. Now, environmental experts are warning the long dry spell we're experiencing in the UK is having a serious impact on wildlife. The Rivers Trust said our chalk streams, which are home to animals like salmon, kingfishers and otters, are like our barrier reef or Amazon. They said only 200 chalk streams exist globally, but 85% of them are in southern and eastern England. Experts have warned small chalk streams are starting to dry up, and low river flow is hitting food sources for fish and insects, causing a knock-on impact higher up the food chain. And finally, Whole Foods stores in America will soon let customers pay with just a scan of their palm. Amazon's rolling out its palm scanning tech to 65 stores across California, following trials in places like Austin and New York. It relies on customers registering their palm alongside a payment card and a phone number, and means all you need to do to pay is hover your hand over a scanner as you leave the shop. Amazon says it doesn't store the image of your palm locally though. Instead, they're encrypted and sent to a cloud server where a palm signature is generated. You're up to date. Come back at 4 p.m. for the Leader podcast, where we bring you the latest news and analysis from the Evening Standard in London. We'll be back tomorrow at 1 p.m. See you then.